So he set up this idea. He told me about the chemo and like what it might do to me. He said that there's a 50% chance that it could make me infertile. So he suggested I go to the Sperm Bank. Okay, doc. Whatever you think is best. So I went to the Sperm Bank, and I went with my parents. That was the most awkward drive I've ever had in my entire life. Sitting in the back seat with them two up front, knowing what I was going to do, and the whole time thinking like, this is to save my life, or to save the life of my future children, or... My mind was blown at that point. So we get to the hospital, and we check in with the Sperm Bank, and they sit us down in the waiting room, and of course they make you wait. This one seemed like forever this time, you know? And sitting in between my parents, knowing that I was about to go jerk it, it was great motivation, you know? Like, that really gets you going, right? And when you think about what turns you on, I'm sure that's the dream scenario. So the nurse comes out and he gets me, and he says, Casey, we're ready for you now. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And my dad says, good luck. And we go where I think is the back of the Sperm Bank. But no, we take a right and go out the front door. Now, the Sperm Bank shared the same floor with another wing, but I didn't know what it was yet. And he leads me halfway down the hall and puts me into this cubicle-sized room with a TV, a metal tray to put my deposit in, and some napkins and a sink. So he says, gives me the little bottle, and says, you know what, I'll just put it in there when you're done, ring the buzzer, and I'll come get you, and you're good to go. All right, thanks, man. And he closes the door, and immediately the TV turns on. It's Ron Jeremy's, like, really bad 80s porn with way too much hair for a 15-year-old kid. Not helping me do what I need to do, you know? And so they have some magazines, and I'm flipping through, looking at tits and vaginas and not getting anything going. And then I hear some pit-pattering along the door on the hallway, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what that is. And then I hear... I then realized that the Sperm Bank shared the same floor as the pediatrics wing. So I had Ron Jeremy in one ear blasting, and kids on the other side, and all this going along, thinking about preserving my future children, and shit got fucking weird, you know? I'm sitting there like, oh my god, what am I doing here? And then 15 minutes go by, and the guy comes back, and he knocks on the door, and he's like, do you need any help? What does that mean? What does that mean? No, I don't need any help. Just give me like 5 more minutes and I'll be right out. Alright, so I had to focus. I sat in the corner. I couldn't turn down the volume. The TV was broken. It was stuck on Ron Jeremy thrusting his hairy long cock into this woman's vagina. Seared into the back of my mind. I'm sitting there just trying to get things going. And it hurts a little bit. And finally, after 5 minutes of whatever the hell I was doing, I had my deposit. And I opened the tray, and I put it in, and I hit the buzzer. And the nurse came and got me, and I walked down the hallway with my head held down with all the shame. And I get to the waiting room, and there are my parents. And I look at them, and I nod ever so slightly towards the elevator, and they understand and follow me. I hit the button, and of course, right when I do that, my dad goes, so how did it go? Thanks, Dad. I had to do that 6 more times. I became a real pro at it, you know, first thing I learned, no parents, leave them at home. I got him to fix the TV. I told him, you know what, don't even need it. I'll do my own mental prep beforehand and come in ready to go, you know? So I did that, and I came back to the doctor, and he was like, so you got everything squared away with the Sperm Bank? And I was like, if you want to call it that, sure, whatever. What's next on the checklist?